It's a new term of chaos at Moordale High with Otis and the gang. Now, what's the future of Moordale? Is Otis ever going to bring back the infamous clinic? And who are those characters that won't be coming back? Well, Sex Education was renewed for a 4th season on September the 25th, 2021. And it's no surprise why, because the series has been able to tackle one of the main issues affecting teenagers and young adults. So yes, it's back, and you can expect so many answers from where Season 3 left off. To start with, where do you think Otis and Maeve stand in this new season? Considering how the two left things in Season 3, it's safe to assume that their romance will resume with them in the 4th season. Their relationship had no time to blossom because Maeve had to travel to the United States as soon as they discovered their feelings for each other, and because of that, the new relationship had to be put on hold. Emma Mackey, who portrays Maeve, touched on her character's future with Elle. She said she's expecting Maeve to make new friends in the US and to be able to make some progress with opening up. And with a different culture to what's been practiced in the UK, Emma's expectations of Maeve are valid. And then she added a bit of uncertainty there when she said that they might not get to that part and it would be amazing if she got to witness it. Emma saying this only means one thing. She wants Maeve to experience more of what happens in the US and make new explorations right there. But that could, in some ways, threaten her new development with Otis. What if her exploration of something new in a different culture, she falls in love with someone there? Don't forget, it's sex education we're talking about. Relationships' fragility gets tested. So the future might not be so bright for Otis and Maeve if she returns for the new season. These few months apart could be a big threat or maybe a big blessing. They could either want to forget the feelings they have for each other or get to a point where they can't take their hands off each other. It's a very dangerous thin line, and Season 4 is here to take the fans through it. However, Otis could have a way to deal with this distance with Maeve. For a long time now, Sex Education has been at a standstill due to the many issues being dealt with at Moordale. And with the way things are going, Otis could step up to revive the clinic because there would always be students who need help. And while Maeve is in the US, this could keep Otis's mind busy. So where will the clinic be located since the old toilets Otis used for this purpose have been removed? Finding and settling down in a new clinic to offer advice might come with its troubles too. Shifting to the non-binary character Cal, who the fans already know their struggles, especially in finding themselves in a relationship. And with how Cal became friends with Layla, another non-binary student, fans have been shipping them together as there's a perfect understanding there. Something really interesting could happen with these two. Or not. Maybe they would discover they were only a great help to each other and nothing more. But whichever way Sex Education decides to take these characters, it will be a very sweet place where they can both find comfort and love. And also, it's been a long time since Eric broke up with Adam to explore his sexuality. Even though Eric appears to be a big help to Otis in terms of advice and setting moral grounds in Moordale, his personality hasn't been reflected in his sexuality. Eric enjoys trying new partners and always finds it hard to say no to cheating on the boyfriends he's dated. Despite being in a happy relationship with Adam, he couldn't help but cheat on him during his visit to Nigeria. Will Eric's independence into exploration without regard or respect for relationships come back to haunt him? Well, maybe his arc is even to set up his two ex-boyfriends Raheem and Adam together. If the students are getting into big character shifts and improvements, what's the future of Moordale then? After the successful protest of the students against the principal, Hope Haddon, things will begin to take a different shape in Season 4. But with how popular the protest and tag on Moordale has discouraged governments and investors, Moordale could still be standing next term. Now, if other schools in the UK are kind of inspired by Moordale's protest, then the government might cave in and handle how sex education is taught. This means life continues in Moordale and that it only gets better. It's so heartbreaking though that many recurring characters from the show will not be returning to be part of the change. But before focusing on who's not coming back, let's check out possible new additions to Moordale. As soon as Season 3 ended, there was a casting call for 2 new transgender characters. And one interesting thing is that these new characters are very exciting, judging from their descriptions anyway. One of the new characters, Abby, who's a young transgender woman, is expected to have the 90s vibe of Winona Ryder. That means she has to be super confident in her gender identity and should never give in to thoughts or anything of the sort. And because she's so unique and stands her ground, she will be the leader of her group and a popular student at that. With all of this, Abby still maintains her spirituality even though she had to leave home after her conservative parents kicked her out. You will be wondering where the balance in all of these is. Well, that will be her boyfriend, Kent, who's another newly introduced male transgender. That's who Abby lives with now because his parents are much more open-minded. Unlike Abby, Kent is kind of quiet quiet and doesn't enjoy being popular, even though they set the couple goals for other students. So the big answer you're looking for is who can portray Abby with Winona's touch. Anthony Lexer will be playing Abby in Sex Education 4, and the fans can't wait to see her embody this character. Aside from these power couples, there are also many new other faces coming to Moordale. Dan Levy will be featured as Thomas Malloy and will serve as Maeve's mentor while she's in the States. Doctor Who's Thadia Graham will also be showing up in a yet-to-be-identified role. And then there are also the actors that are stuck with Sex Education for now. Asa Butterfield is coming back as Otis. The fans believe that he has nowhere to go until he sets up that clinic that happens at the old toilets. That's a whole lot of responsibility, and he's the only person who can do it. If Otis is returning, then his best friend Eric, portrayed by Ncuti Gatwa, is also returning. Just as most of the actors might be leaving, many others will be returning as well. But as mentioned earlier, things will change drastically at Moordale this season because many major casts are bowing out. Patricia Allinson has mentioned that her time playing Ola has come to an end. While on Capital Extra's breakfast show, she said, "I love being on Sex Education so much and playing Ola, but unfortunately, I won't be joining the team for season 4. Some other opportunities have come up, so I've been doing it for 3 years and I've genuinely loved it." Things are slightly different for Emma Mackey though, because she's just finished filming Greta Gerwig's Barbie, and fans think she might be free to continue her role as Maeve. But the actor talked to Hunger in a chat saying, "Sex Education is so momentous as a concept, as a show, and the cast is phenomenal. I genuinely cared about them all a lot, and I have made lifelong friends, but the bittersweet nature of it is that also I can't be 17 my whole life." Now that sounds so hurtful, especially for the fans of Maeve and Otis, as she might not come back from the US to revive their relationship now. But there are many other concepts to explore at Moordale, so Otis won't spend the whole term missing her. Olivia will also not be coming back. Simone Ashley, who plays the role so well, confirmed this when she said Bridgerton has her attention now, and she has moved on from Sex Education. Season 3 may also be the final time fans see Amy, as played by Amy Lou Wood. She talked about a possible reason she might not want to return when she said, "I'm not sure because there's a part of me that could do it forever, but there's also a part of me that's like, no, we've got to go and do different things and play different parts." Now that you know the many changes that might be hitting Moordale this season, you should know how soon it will happen. The fans have been lucky right from the start to get a new season of the series every year since its first release. But with many actors not coming back, the script might need more adjustments to make excuses for a lot of character absences. So this could be the reason fans won't get to see season 4 this year, but in 2023. The series began filming in July 2022 and won't conclude until around March 2023. Fans should be able to return to Moordale by the summer of 2023. The drama will be 4 times what's been seen before, and you don't want the wait to discourage you now. Aside from the changes to Sex Education, what else do you wish for? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.